The windmill 50-cent coin from 2002. This one's a cool one. Up to $10 is a recent selling price. $1 to $10. They're from 2002. Here they are on the list. So 2002 windmill coin. Windmills for days. They're really cool. 11.5 million of them were produced. So a little bit more common. So you're more likely to find it. And I think that's cool because it's such a cool design. Iconic Australian type of design. So I like to hold on to them. I've got a roll right here. Surprising. There's about $10 worth of 50-cent coins. I'm going to search through right here. Let's see if we can add another windmill coin from this roll to the collection. And if you're after those coin value lists available through the link in my account by clicking my profile picture and the link below the Australian flag, hopefully you've been having a great day. Hopefully you've found some cool coins recently or you've bought a cool coin that you've wanted to buy. So add it to the collection. Let's get the bag open so we can drop the ones that we don't need into there and we hold on to the ones we do need. So here we go. 75, 07. 07s can have a bit of doubling on the 5 and the 0 around the edges of it. That one didn't appear to have it, so we'll continue on. 2016. Bass and Flinders, they made a fair few of those, so unless they're in really good condition, I'll let them go myself. What have we got? 78 or 2010s. What we do is we hold these at the top and the bottom, give a little twirl, and if the Queen's nose is not pointing to 3 o'clock, then that's a rotation. I'll just look on the list to see what sort of prices we're looking at there. $30 to $65 if you can find the rotated version of that coin right there. So, 2001. Check for doubling down the back of the kangaroo, a Roozilla or a Godzilla. 2015. Oh, we've got a 2024 King Charles coin. So what have we got on these ones? $1.50 to $5. So we'll put that one aside. Cool. 2017. Yeah, 2017. $1.50 to $16.50. 8.2 million. Cool. 81. That'll be a Prince Charles and Lady Diana. I was thinking of Prince William. That was a coin I did, I think, just yesterday or the day before. They made a fair few of these, so I tend to let them go personally, unless they're in really good condition, because I've got a fair few already in good condition myself. So I don't actually track the values on those particular coins myself at the moment. What do we got? Got a few coins to go. 81. 2014. We'll check for that. Check for that crop circle in that little void over here. No, I'm not seeing a crop circle. This one's pretty scratched up. You can sort of see there across the site. See all these scratch marks coming this way, but you look in this little void here for the crop circle and it's not on that particular coin. Last one, 1995, a Weary Dunlop. So this one's in pretty good condition. So I might hold on to this one, put it into the collection. I don't track the values on these because they made a fair few of these, so it's not on the list, but that's cool. Any coin in really good condition is worth holding on to, and I think I might hold on to this one. But yes, definitely keep your eye out for the 2024 King Charles coins. What else do we put aside? We've put aside the 2017 coin. And yes, of course, the windmill coins. They are very cool from 2002. Hey, that's cool. The AFL Premiership coin from 2024 on the end of this $1 coin roll. So here we go. $3 to $7 is a recent selling price range on them. And some of them have the AFL and some of them are AFLW coins, these ones. So that's awesome. We'll get it out of this roll, have a look at it, and we'll see if we can find something else from this lot from the list. So, hopefully you've been having a great day and things are going well for you. Let's see that coin. Those coin lists available through the link in my account. Click in my profile picture and the link below the Australian flag to see what things are currently worth. Let's have a look. Boom. Zoom. Oop, upside down. There we go. 2024 AFL Premiership season. Cool. And turn it over. We've got Queen Elizabeth 2024. And up the top here, 1952 to 1922, that was the Queen's reign. So some people do ask me that question. They go, isn't this a 2022 coin? But actually the year of the coin is over here. So that's cool. Awesome. Add it to the collection. Let's check these ones out, see if we can find something cool from this lot too. Let's go. all quiet on the western front. Haven't found anything to really talk about just yet. This is a 2015 coins, and you do look for the missing leg underneath this kangaroo here. You can see the outline of the leg right there, but on the 2015 coins, you do look for that missing leg because it adds a bit of extra value if you can find that. Checking for little errors, extra blobs of metal and things like that. Probably about halfway through this lot, so let's keep it rolling. Checking this one for extra metal on the top of the hat. If you can find that extra metal, $3.45 to $16 if you can find that extra bit of metal on the top of that hat. But this one unfortunately doesn't have it. In with another chance right here. Any extra metal on the hat? Not that I'm seeing. Another one. Gee, a few in this roll, isn't there? All right, last coin, the Peace Dove International Year of Peace coin. They made a fair few of these, so I tend to let them go unless they're in really good condition. So the only one from that roll, I'm happy with it. The Premiership 2024 AFL coin right there. Cool. Good luck with your searches. Hope you find something cool like that. Yes, cool. The 2018 50-cent coins, $2.10 to $7.50 is a recent selling price range on them. So we've got one on the end of this 50-cent coin roll. We'll pop that one out. Let's take a look at the list right there. So we've got the 2018 50-cent. 5.4 million of them were produced, which makes it in the scarce range for circulating coins. Let's put the list to the side. If you're interested in those lists, for the link in my account by clicking my profile picture and the link below the Australian flag. And let's see what we've got right here in the rest of this lot. So we've got one keeper. That's good. We'll put that into the collection. 2018, just a standard issue coin with the coat of arms on this side. Bit of a lower mintage coin for coin collectors. So move the bag down, and away we go. 98, this will be a Bass and Flinders. They made a fair few of these, but any coin in really good condition is worth holding on to. That one was pretty worn. These coins here, we look inside the flag, these cross pieces and the diagonals. If it's lower down or sunken down into the coin, that's called an incused flag, and they're worth a lot more. This one here isn't the incused one, so they made a fair few of this design, but you want that incused flag. So if you can find that, with the incused flag, what is it, 2000, year 2000, just look for it on the list. There we go, $38 to $250 for those incused flag coins. 1982, the Commonwealth Games made a fair few of those. Continue on. Ooh, this one here's got a big error on it. That blob of metal on the bottom of the robe, fairly sort of common error, but yeah, at the bottom of this robe, it's supposed to be blank like this here, this gap at the bottom. And it is known to have these blobs of metal. So I just find this on the list. 2005. So it's called the Robe Cud. $1.50 to $10 is a recent selling price range on those. So that's cool. We've got two keepers so far. About halfway through, maybe a little bit more. Ooh, I thought that was another 2018, but it was a 2013. Made a fair few of this design too. Cool design. Lots of different things going on. Is that the Commonwealth Games? What is it? Australia Volunteers. So volunteers, good stuff, volunteers. Thanks for all your work. It's good. 2024, King Charles, coat of arms. So what do we got on this? Price-wise on this? Bit of scrapage on the side. What do we got? $1.50 to $5. Another keeper. Put it aside. This one looks in pretty good condition. The Prince of Wales, Lady Diana, and Prince Charles, 1981. They made a fair few of these, so I usually let them go, but this one is in nice condition. I don't track the values of these because they made so many, but like I said, any coin in really good condition, so I'll put that aside. Nice. And finishing on Commonwealth Games coins. So there we go. We've got four keepers from that roll of 50-cent coins, so very happy with that, and good luck with your searches. Hopefully you find some cool ones too. Guess the animal on this coin right here, and while you're doing that, $2 to $9.80 is a recent selling price range for one of these coins if it's a 2024. Let's zoom in right here. So if it's got the King Charles 2024 on the coin, $2 to $9.80 is a recent selling price range. And yes, this is an Australian 10-cent coin, and that animal, I'll leave it to the chat. Put your guesses in the chat. You can't quite see it. It's sort of like hidden a little bit, and that's why I'm sort of asking that question. Hopefully you've been having a great day and things are going well for you. I'll search through this whole roll of 10-cent coins, try and find something that is worth more than face value from those coin value lists. So through the link in my account if you're interested in those. And let's see how we go. Let's see if we can add 1, 2, 3 or more to the collection. Let's do it. We'll see what year that one is. Let's get that one straight away. We'll zoom in and we'll turn it over. We'll check the date. So here we go. It's looking pretty fresh. 2021 with Queen Elizabeth on there. So I'll just check on the list. Not on the list. So all the low mintage coins, the coins that are worth more, they didn't make many of. So certain years, they didn't make many coins. So and they're the ones that are usually worth more. So focus in on those on the coin lists. Ooh, this one here looks like it's been in a well. So or in the dirt. So sometimes when coins have been in the dirt for a long time, they sort of go this color because these coins are, I think they're 75% copper and 25% nickel. So yeah, there we go. Sometimes I keep these because I think they look a little bit interesting. So maybe not a lot of value to other people, but I just think it's interesting because it's a totally different sort of look. So I'll put that aside. Cool. Ooh. So some really good years on the 10-cent coins. 2011. 1985, 1991, 1997, 2018. Yeah, and there's a few others too. All right. About a third of the way through of these 10-cent coins. You can get, and someone showed me a picture just the other day of one that they had found, a huge blob. You can get a big blob on these feathers up here. So keep your eye for that if you want to go a bit slower. Sometimes I tend to just look for the dates. So I don't tend to look too closely for those blobs of metal errors on the 10-cent coins. But if you want it to go a bit slower, I'm sure you'll come across a few every now and then. 2020, I'll just check the list again. No, 2019 is what you want to look for in the 2022s. All right, last little patch. See if we can come home with a wet sail. Don't know what that means, but I think it means good. Come home with some goods. Let's go. 73. 1999. So in the 1999s, there's a small head and a large head, and tell the difference. If there's a gap between the letters and the rim, and the numbers in the rim, that's the smaller head. But if the letters and numbers are pushed right up against the rim, that's the large head because everything's been pushed closer to the rim. The large heads are worth more. So a recent selling price range on the 1999 large head, $6 to $12.20 on the 10-cent coins. So keep your eye for that. 3 coins to go. Boom, boom. What's the date? 2007. Nothing from that lot. Although we did get something from that lot. I like this coin. I think that's really cool. Bit of a different sort of look. And what else? Was this the first coin? Yeah, 2029 was the first coin. But this one, I might keep this one because I think it's cool. That's different and it's cool. This one's from the Great Aussie Coin Hunt, the A for Australia post, and if it's got a little envelope mark on the coin around about here, hundreds of dollars. Let's take a look. So $249 to $295 if it's got that envelope privy mark on the coin. But the standard issue coin right here, $2.50 to $8 is a recent selling price range for this one without the envelope mark. The envelope mark coins were only produced for collectors, so only 14,500 were produced to the envelope, but 523,000 of this one here. So the Great Aussie Coin Hunt 2019, there it is right there. Coin value list available through the link in my account. If you want to know which coins to look for, let's get this bag open, get that coin out, and we'll check the rest of the coins here too to see if we can find anything else to add to the collection. Whew, hopefully you've been having a great day and things are going well. We'll get to that Aussie Post one in a moment. Let's get the detail we need. 2022, they made a fair few 2022 coins, so I'll let that one go. Here we go, the volunteers. These ones are a little bit harder to find. So 2003 making a difference, volunteers coins. So let's have a look on the list. So 2003 volunteers, $2.50 to $28. So in really good condition. $28 is what one of these sold for recently. So put that aside. Cool. P-Stove. Made a fair few of those, so we'll let that one go. All right, whereabouts is that Australia Post coin? We'll find it, we'll find it. Probably this one here. There we go, the Australia Post. Posties, nice work. So yeah, these coins are pretty cool. So one for each letter of the alphabet. A for Australia Post on this one. So we'll put that aside. Cool. And we've got about, what, 5 coins to go. Whoop. 2019. On these 2019 coins, some of them have a little A, a U, or an S in a square down here. Stands for Oz. And those coins mark 35 years since Australia started producing $1 coins. There's a little 35 on the coin over here as well if you've got the little A, U, or S on the coins. So the 2019. These here look for a little bit of extra metal through the grooves on the coin there. And last one, a 2016. Oh, this one's a keeper too. The Anzac coin from 2016. They didn't make as many of those. Let's check it on the list. Anzac 2016, $2 to $12 is a recent selling price range on those. So we've got 3 keepers from that bag, which is really cool. The Anzac 2016, the 2003 Volunteers, and the A for Australia, Great Aussie Coin Hunt, Australia Post coin. I like it. Cool. Good luck with your searches. That is a roll of $2 coins, and I'm going to search it to try and find some of these valuable ones. So here we go. There's $50 worth in here. $50 worth. So that's 25 of the $2 coins. And those coin value lists are available through the link in my account if you want to know which ones to search for on the values that they can sell for. So pretty handy information to know because some of them can be worth a lot of money. Here we go. Let's see if we can snag a few from this lot right here. Let's get the zoom so we can see the detail. It's mainly the years that you're looking for, but also the colors. The colors make it really easy on the $2 coins because it's mainly the $2 coins that have the colors. All right, let's do this. 2011 is a really good standard issue coin. So with the Aboriginal Elder on the coin. There's a number of other years too that are low mintage dates too. So we'll see if we can find one. No luck so far. This is the way it goes sometimes, but that's all right. Ooh, 2012, this will be something. So there's 3 different designs. There's the Aboriginal Elder design, this one here. So recent selling price range on this one. Just find on the list. So 2012, red poppy, no. Gold poppy, no. So it's the standard issue. $3 to $28.50 is a recent selling price range on this one. So in 2012, they also had the red poppy coin and also the gold poppy coin. So there's 3 different designs and they're all worth a little bit more to coin collectors. So there you go. Cool. We found one. Last coin here. Now this coin is either one of 2 years. And how do I know that without turning the coin over to look at the year? I know because the initials of the designer of this side of the coin was only on the coins in the $2 coins in the first 2 years. So 1988 and 1989. And they made a lot of them. So the initials are Horst Hahn. Well, the initials are HH. So Horst Hahn, the designer of this side of the coin. So this one here is a 1989 coin. They made about, I think, 31 million in 1989 and about 161 million in 1988. So they're not rare, quite common. But yes, this was the only years that they had the initials of the designer of that side of the coin. So we'll put that in the bag, but we've got one keeper from this lot, the 2012 Aboriginal Elder. Cool. Oh, yes, the Anzac coins. If you've got one of these, check the year. One of the years they made a ton, and the other years they didn't make as many. So here's a recent selling price range on the 15s and 16s: $3 to $15, $2 to $12, and similar sort of prices for the 17s and 18s. So these coins were made in 2014, 2015, 16, 17, and 18 to coincide with 100 years since Australians fought for the Anzacs. So the Anzac, Australian New Zealand Army Corps. This coin is on the end of this roll, which is interesting. I like that. So I'm going to get this one out and we'll check which year it is. So yeah, on the coin value list here, you see the 2015, 16 Anzacs, and then jump down to 17 and 18. So if you're interested in those coin value lists, available through the link in my account by clicking my profile picture and the link below the Australian flag. Let's get this one out, see which year it is. Now, they made 22, I think it is, 22 million of the 2014. So they're the most likely option. There we go. Look at the year right there. So 2014. So that's what usually happens. But if I found a 2016 just the other day. So I was pretty pumped with that. Put it into the collection. So any of those years that aren't, oh, these ones here, check these. This one's in relatively good condition, isn't it? So what year is this? 1993. You can get a little bit of extra metal through the grooves in these coins. Bit of an error, but I can't see now that one. I'll let that one go. It did look pretty nice though, didn't it? Maybe I'll come back to that. All right, checking for little errors like the spewroo, the backpack, the rabbit ears, metal down the side of the big kangaroo over here. So lots of different things to look for. Maybe I'll get in a little bit tighter so we can see very easily those sorts of things. The APEC coin, they made a fair few of these, so I'll let those go unless they're in really good condition. Slightly lower mintage, the 2005s. If they're in good condition, what do we got price-wise on these? $2.50 to $13. I'll put it aside. Yeah, why not? 2008, 2006. All right, about halfway through on this one. Oh, the third coin down, so it looks a little bit fresher. I wonder if it's something interesting. Oh, it is. So there you go. Can you spot anything on this coin that's a bit different from the usual? So just grab my little pointer. We've got a little S in the square underneath the kangaroo. That's not usually there. And over here, that's a little 35. It's a bit hard to make out under this magnification. I'll go in as close as I can, but it's probably, oh, you can start to see it there, 35. So 35 years since Australia started making $1 coins in 1984. So this is a 2019 coin. And these coins either have an A, a U, or an S under the large kangaroos. So for Oz, AUS. And a recent selling price range on them, $2.25 to $8. So there you go, that's the S version. Ooh, pretty dirty that one. Can't even make out the date. Looks like probably 1985. And it would be a 1985 because it's got that blackish sort of ring there. It's quite common, that blackish ring. I'm not 100% what causes it, but very common on the 985. It's not really a minting error. It's sort of, I'm not sure if it's the rolling process that the machine that sort of rolls the coins that sort of did that, or maybe something to do with, packing them up or something like that. I'm not too sure. But 1984, that's the first year of the $1 coins. 1984, before that, the paper banknotes. They're pretty cool, the $1 notes. Good luck with your searches, everyone.